OSI, OSI, OSI. Former employee from OSI. Let's see. Once upon a time, that former employee had to ditch OSI to another state. Why? Because the OSI tried to execute the unbelievable. You tried to execute the unbelievable. Who did you have to be the executioner? Favorite employee, Tyree Gambino Harris, is the executioner. The executioner that is favorite. So in other words, everyone is praising Tyree because he's the executioner. Every employee is praising Tyree Gambino Harris because he's the executioner executing the unbelievable. You know, the unbelievable werewolf, the unbelievable giant, the unbelievable such and such. But just keep it as the unbelievable. Tyree's the executioner, tried to execute the unbelievable. Yeah. Too bad that the smart guy simply have something better than what the unimaginable could have. In other words, too bad, OSI. The person can have something better. I have something better than what I did. And that's a fact. Anything that I do or anything that someone does and so forth that's better than what was seen, what did that tell you? Your mind is screwed. And then at the same time to have majority to praise the executioner, that's all that is. You praising the executioner. Everyone is praising someone by the name of Tyree Gambino Harris because he's the executioner. To execute the werewolf, the unbelievable werewolf, the unbelievable such and such. He's the executioner. Now, so I'll put it like that. I'm not going for that. Where are you, Ollie Flowers? Where are you, Tyree Gambino Harris? Last I heard, Ollie Flowers, is that you was just simply crying in a closet. My OS, you was like, my OSI. My OSI is messed up. Ollie Dinkle Flowers crying in the closet. My OSI messed up. Next thing you know, you just passed away broken hearted. You passed away broken heartedly. You passed away broken heartedly or broken hearted. It doesn't matter which either way. As for your employee, the executioner, looks like someone else became the bigger executioner. Yeah. A bigger executioner executed the executioner. Nah. So, yeah. Originally, the executioner tried to execute the unknown, the unthinkable, such and such. But now, the executioner got executed by the bigger executioner. Now I would say, okay, it's like three parts. The supreme executioner, and then the executioner, and then the sheep. The executioner tried to execute the sheep and failed. And the sheep thought its way out of his process. Yeah. The sheep executioner, supreme executioner. The sheep lose its value of life by the executioner. The executioner lose his life of nothing by the supreme executioner. So it's kind of like, yeah, too bad. All I needed to do was just to get the word to the supreme executioner, just to take down the executioner, and that's that. You can't be going around. A company can't just go around and execute somebody over the fact that it's deemed not recognizable. You can't just go for the executional method. You put the execution, humiliation, and so forth. What you think this is medieval? That's what medieval do. There ain't no medieval in this time. Don't you know what medieval do? You know, you get stoned to death and all the other stuff in the village. You do stuff like that in the village. That's for medieval. That's for the villagers. Ain't no medieval. Nah. Where's Ollie? Where's Tyree? Gambino Harris? Where's Janice Lewis? Last I heard, Janice Lewis, she was Deuces. And now from Deuces to thrown in the oven. Todd is in the oven. Hattie Anthony in the oven. Marquita Green, I think her daughter just simply just helped herself into the oven because of the madness. For God, God forbid thy name. You know what they say, when you bring the berserk out of madness, then the madness becomes overloaded, and everyone won't be able to simply look at it. Everyone's the same. In other words, turn against each other. That's what I'm capable of. OSI, working with them same group of people. So I need to bring up something to turn them same group of people against that company. Yeah. Y'all working with that same group of people. That's all I had to do. Working with the same group of people, so I needed to make sure, I needed to just bring up one thing that matters most of all to turn the same group of individuals against you. Yeah, tenfold. Pit me with the sharks, and I turned them sharks right back around and pinned them on y'all. Ali crying in a closet. And my OSI is messed up. Alma, pinche Alma, they call her huevos. I call Alma huevos. Alma el huevo, pinche huevo. Huevos. Oh, Gabby, 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 Gabs. Oh yeah, Gabs, Gab, Gabby, 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 Gabby. Yeah. Never let nothing get the best of you, and always have a plan to get out of a situation that is deemed to be marked for a dreadful outcome for that and the entire family tree. You can't say it's all for nothing, because you say if it's all for nothing, then what about the rest of the other countries and so forth? Have they went through the same process? Yeah. They say the black sheep any black sheep is known to be called a laughing mockery. I don't know what that is. It ain't my problem. A laughing stock as a black sheep. A black sheep is known for mockery. But who cares about that? That's something I don't know of, and I don't really care about a black sheep. I ain't no black sheep. I'm a devastator. Yeah. I'm a devastator. I ain't no black sheep. I'm a devastator. I bring devastation. You cross over me with foolery because of something that's looked at unnatural. And everyone has a problem with it. Okay, not everyone, check this out. Not everyone will have the same feelings. Not everyone will go against Stephen, because Stephen has somebody that is known him, that knows him more than anybody. Not anyone will go. Not everybody will just simply listen to what a company say. Not everybody is against Stephen. Just know that I don't play no games. Ain't no this, that, and the third. Tyree Gambino Harris is the executioner, right? He's the executioner. That's why everyone is praising him. So since everyone is praising him, I just need to make sure to bring up something that matters most, to simply turn the tables on everything. You want to praise the executioner? Okay, I just need to bring up something that'll put everyone in serious mode. That matters most. An incident that happened prior to any of this taking place. An incident that happened prior. Again, an incident happened prior before anything took place. I gotta say, 6752 South Mission definitely is the key. And I gotta say, Jacob McGortney, when I warned him about them group of people thrashing their building, but in a blueprint, he didn't, pay no mind. So now, look. Oh, yeah, Felix. Thank you, Felix. You've been fixing that apartment for years on the south side. The whole apartment. I mean, for you've been coming, they're just knocking on for the, such and such. But yeah, thanks, Felix. That building is no more. But hey, thank you, Felix. Felix. Yeah, thanks, Felix, for the, fixing everything. Hey, Felix. Remember, Felix? You walked in my apartment and you saw that money. You didn't touch the money. I left the money on the couch. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Felix, remember that you fixed my apartment on the south side? I left the money on the table and you didn't take it because you did the right thing. Thank you, Felix. Thank you, Felix. Thank you, Felix. Felix, I remember you. I left the money out. I left the money out. I left the money out on the table. So when you had to come to do some maintenance to the refrigerator, I left it on the table. I left all that money on the table, and I was testing your judgment. The day that you came to fix my refrigerator for the maintenance on the south side, I just needed to test your judgment. You didn't touch the money. You just fixed the refrigerator and went your day. You did the right thing, Felix. You did the right thing. The next maintenance guy would have just simply took all the cash and just fit and then just didn't even and just pretend like the refrigerator ain't fixed and go from there. Thank you, Felix. Yeah, like I say, ain't nobody getting over me. It's a misunderstanding. I wonder, is it really a misunderstanding? Who said it was a misunderstanding? Are you sure it's a misunderstanding? Because I'm sure every other country is kind of feeling a bit unsure. It's a misunderstanding. It's a misunderstanding. Go tell that to the Russian president Vladimir Putin, because he has quite the mind of, okay, don't not to bother right now. Go ask that to Giovanni Ferro of Nutella. Mamma mia! I'm a Nutella! I'm a Nutella! Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Ask Giovanni. Ask that to Giovanni. Mamma mia! Ask that to Giovanni and ask that to everyone all across the nation. The USA just simply just shake it off. Pay him no mind. He loses family because he's a black sheep. He's supposed to be executed by the executioner. Such and such. Too bad. No. And that executioner got executed by my supreme executioner. Who? John Boswell. Mr. Boswell. It's the same group of people. That's all I need to say. The same group of people? Yes, the same group of people. You know what that means, the same group of people. Oh yeah, I'm sorry for the Spaldings, because they gotta go crazy for the older lady. That lady that they took happens to be one of Spalding's mothers. Nah. They twisting old people's necks and stuff and whatnot. The same group of people twisting old people necks and this, that, and the third, just to make a name. The same group of people just want to make a name, trying to make a name for themselves. You want to make a name for yourself for put a family out of misery for something that's looked at as unnatural. No. So forth. Who does that? Ain't going. Turn the nation upside down. Bingo. Let Congress see it. Bingo. Now the results is up to Congress whether to take take action in the future for any future reference or anything in the future that may simply do the same sequence. That's the part. First and last, no, second in history. Yeah. Just make a name for yourselves. The same group. Yeah, who they? The black souls, the clowns, the no-love groupies. Hey, Skud. Hey. Clowns.